Hello, welcome back to the Isle. We're so glad you're here. We just wanted to say a quick thanks for anybody who watched our first video and for everybody that's been supporting us as we take on this studio full time. Just wanted to say that and also introduce the next vlog that's coming up. It's a little week in the creative life of myself here in the Highlands of Scotland. We attend some life drawing workshops and set up for drink and draw, and we also do some little bits of our own artwork through the rest of the week. So enjoy this, stay a while. If you're loving these little vlogs, it would mean the world to us if you like, comment and subscribe. Tell us who you are, where you're from. If you're local, that's amazing. If you're coming from far away, let us know. It'd be so cool to see where this is reaching. Please do let us know in the comments what you would like to see from us from here at the studio as we muddle about trying to do this YouTube thing. It would be really cool to hear what you want to see and not just what I want to make. So anyway, enjoy this little vlog and we'll see you in the next one. Today is Monday and we are going to meet my friend and collaborator and cool person Jess Crisp for some coffee and a catch up.
Get you cool in it. He's the that's how you get followers.
Okay, sufficiently caught up with friends. Ate a donut, had a coffee, it's delicious. Yeah, Jess is going down to the fruit market, artist market next weekend, which I'm quite jealous of. I actually really wish I was going because I was intending to this year, but I forgot to apply before the deadline, of course. So now taking a wander through Inverness in the blinding sun, and so nice to have sunny days again and not just grey weather. Gonna head up to the studio and maybe stop in some shops on the way there. It's so nice to be walking around and it be sunny. I feel like in Inverness it feels like there's a lot more tourists around, but there probably has been. There's always tourists around in Inverness, but I feel like since the sun's out they're no longer just indoors at like the castle or somewhere else, museums and stuff. They're actually out and about walking. But anyway, sun's good, makes everybody in a delightful little mood. Yeah, so nice. Oh, I see one of my pals. It's like walking through Inverness, see absolutely everybody now. It's quite nice. I've bumped into so many people today just walking about town, and it's made me think about when I was living in Dundee when I was at the art school. I was always really scared to come back to Inverness and move back to my home city, if you like, because I always thought I didn't have that much of a community here. Like I used to say about Dundee that I couldn't walk 10 minutes down the street without bumping into someone I know, because I worked in bars as well as obviously going to university there, and it's a big university city. And I used to be scared about being back here and not knowing anybody or having that community spirit, but it is alive and well, and I see more people that I know every day than ever. It's great. Good morning. Today is Tuesday and I'm going to do my civic duty. I'm going to do jury service. Yeah, so nothing really exciting will happen today because I can't really say what I'm up to, I think. So today, to refill my creative energy, I'm going to a life drawing class. I actually booked this life drawing class a few weeks ago. I bought it on a whim based off the fact that I was like excited about the possibility of leaving my job, my full-time job, and was basically like, I can just do what I want now. I've got all the time. But I obviously still have to work a month's notice, and well, today I was at jury service, so it didn't really matter, but I basically didn't really think, and now I'm quite late. So I don't know whether we'll get to do life drawing this evening, but I hope we do. I have picked the worst time to be late because life drawing is usually done in the nude, and if you're late you can't interrupt because it's distracting, obviously, and I mean regardless of whether they're in the nude or not, it's distracting to have someone walk in the room, especially when you're closing. So yeah. I also didn't bring a great amount of materials with me. I didn't bring big paper. I'd literally just have one small A5 sketchbook with me, so call me unprepared, because I am very unprepared. So yeah, wish me luck. I hope I get there in time, and I'll show you some results if we do. Thankfully I made it on time. I was actually 10 minutes late at least, and it wasn't a nude model, so it was a clothed model, and they waited for me, and that was really nice. It was at An Talla Solais in Ullapool, and new group of people I never met before, but oh my god, I struggled so much, just because like I haven't done life drawing in quite a long time, and because I felt I was rushed and I just like burst into the room and started drawing, I didn't feel that prepared. Although I did actually have coloured pencils, and I am quite known to have done life drawing with coloured pencils in the past, so it was good. These drawings were very fast, and I kind of got in my head a little bit, but I actually like a couple of them. There's like a nice blue one that was 5 minutes long, where the model had their back to me, and I quite enjoyed that. I was trying to think, like my partner James is very good at drawing people, and I was trying to think about what he's taught me before about like building the foundations before going into the detail, and also like the line of weight in people from the top of their head to their foot, and where they're like placing their weight. So anyway, that was that. And then I have my sketchbook here. I'm not unhappy with them, and I'll like mention things I like and things I dislike. Yeah, these were the longer drawings. So the last one was 15 minutes, and this one was 20 minutes, and then the final one was 25 minutes. And this one I tried to focus on shadows and stuff like that a little bit more. But yeah, I like the hands on the 15-minute one. I kind of quite enjoyed how they were placing the hands. I don't really love clothed models unless they're wearing something quite like tight to the skin, and I don't really enjoy when they wear like black, because you can't really see the shadow as much, or maybe I can't anyway, and it depends on the lighting in the room. But it was really cool. It was, you know, for like just a casual life drawing class, it was perfect. And also, for me personally, I actually like life drawing classes where there's not a tutor. I'm sure I would learn more if there was a tutor in the room. I prefer if there's everybody kind of in the room approaches the body and the form, the person in front of them with a different style, different materials, and I think it's like a very like freeing thing that you just draw, and you're not, although you're trying to improve, you're just trying to observe as well, and I like that. I find it's quite immersive. I've done it once, maybe in university, and I might be a little bit biased, but I find like tutored ones a little bit distracting, and maybe because I'm a people pleaser, I really struggle to focus because I'm just trying to do what they tell me, whereas instead of just using my brain. I don't know if that makes sense. I really like the knee on this brown one that I have here. And I actually quite enjoyed the face. It's not perfect, and I don't really like going into the details of the face, but what's interesting about this one is at that point I was kind of really struggling with drawing the face, and my default is to put like anthropomorphic wolf heads on people when I'm drawing them. So I was at that point kind of like, maybe I'll just do the rest of them where I draw the body and then add like a wolf head on top. But then this face turned out okay, and so I went off the idea. I was like, no, just stick with it, keep going. And then the last one, I think I was lucky they were in quite a good pose, facing towards me or just away from me. And I really liked how the feet turned out here, the face, and the shadows, which I obviously focused on a little bit more. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this one. I think it's quite true to the form that was in front of me. Likes and dislikes, I overall felt completely out of practice and was like a little bit overwhelmed, and I shouldn't ever rush to a life drawing again. What I loved just honestly just meeting new people. It was quite a small like intimate space, not too many people there, but it was nice to chat to new people and be in a kind of room full of strangers that felt quite cozy. So that was last night. But I'm in the studio today. I'm going to finish those prints that we started last week for Boo Boo. I've got work to do today, like day job stuff, finishing my notice period. So mostly today is catching up on stuff that I've missed over the last 3 days. I'll take some footage of any other little bits I do in between like my actual day job, which basically means I can only do things at lunchtime. Oh, and then this evening we have drink and draw, which is super cool. I need to come up with the activity for drink and draw this evening. I've kind of got something in my mind, but I haven't like set up the materials for it yet, so gotta do that. Busy day. Actually, I'm very excited to get home this evening, but yeah, also excited to see lots of friendly faces at drink and draw this evening. So I think that's it for me today, or from the studio right now, and enjoy the rest of the vlog. Let's pack up the cart for drink and draw. So just came back from the Alchemist shop and gallery in Dingwall, and I got a few little bits and pieces that I thought I'd show you. First off, I got these candlesticks for my living room here because I ran out, and I got these cute glass candle holders from Afghan Mertens in Risopop quite a few years ago, and I love them. So I thought this evening is Valentine's Day, so candlesticks, some flame lighting. I use these like putty erasers for when I'm sketching in my sketchbook, but my last one was quite big, and with it being in my bag, and I think I've maybe had it for quite a few years now, it just kind of got really dirty and I stopped enjoying using it. I also felt it wasn't very effective anymore, so I got this Jacquard kneaded putty art eraser. But what I'm actually thinking I might do, I have this little tub from those little brushes you use to clean your teeth, and I thought I could put it in there. Nice. Now I can take it with me everywhere and it's not gonna get totally manky. So that's cool. That goes in the backpack. And then I got this. This is the last thing. It's a zigzag book from Hannah Muller. So it's like bound, it's almost like a concertina book, I guess. But what I got this for was basically, me and James, we usually don't celebrate Valentine's Day, and we try and make ourselves just like cards and nothing else. We don't do gifts or whatever. This year I just didn't really have an idea, so I saw this little book and I was like, oh, maybe I can make him like a little pocket note with a few like my little drawings in it and like some nice words. Basically like a mini zine that he can keep in his pocket. So I'm going to try and fill this little sketchbook before he finishes work. I also maybe just wanted to sign off and say thanks again for watching and following me along this past week. It's been interesting filming and documenting more of my day-to-day work and life. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching and following along. If you have any recommendations of things you'd like to watch or see us do in the next vlogs, then let us know. And if you want to know more about risograph printing, more about drink and draw nights, or any of the workshops that I attended this week, or things that I got up to, like let me know in the comments. It would be really cool. So yeah, like, comment and subscribe or something, and put on the notifications bell for when we're uploading next. We're going to try and do this weekly. Next week hopefully will be a good vlog to follow. We'll be going to Amsterdam to see Afghan at Risopop, and having a really nice time. I'm just thrilled and so excited to see Afgate. Yeah, so hope you all have a nice time. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.